Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to go ahead and do my review video on season 7 episode 2 All Bottled Up, and I do apologize that this review is kind of delayed. I've just had a crazy busy week, and so yeah, that's kind of why I'm a little delayed on uploading this. I usually try to get it up sooner, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Alright, so this episode, it first starts off with Trixie trying to turn things into teacups in the little kitchen area in Twilight's castle, but Starlight told Trixie that she had to picture what it would look like in her head to do so, which I thought was smart. So it looks like Twilight is letting, it looks like Twilight's letting Trixie hang out in Twilight's castle more now, which I think is fairly nice, since she helped Starlight, Thorax, she had helped save Equestria with Starlight, Thorax, and Discord. But however, at one point, some dark magic started coming out of Starlight, and that's where I thought it was too early for dark magic to happen in the show. But anyway, so after the intro, you see the main six boarding the train for a friendship retreat. So Trixie, Starlight, and Spike decided to say goodbye to them at the train station. The reason why Trixie and Starlight didn't go along is because they wanted to do some more magic stuff at the castle, and Spike, I think, just wanted to watch. So after the main six left for Manhattan for the friendship retreat, Twilight, Trixie, and Starlight, they had returned to the castle to work on some more magic stuff. And meanwhile in Manhattan, the main six went into this place called Manhattan Escapes. And I must say, in this episode, it was fairly nice to not see ponies there being such jerks. Some of the ponies I've seen there in other episodes really pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie, like that one other pony, with Rara and Siri from that one other episode in season 4. But okay, sorry, but kind of getting off task there. But yeah, it seems like they had a fairly nice trip to Manhattan. But they were in this room where they had to try and solve a puzzle to get out of this room they were trapped in, which is kind of like a game for them, a team building game. Which I think that sounds fun for a retreat, in my opinion. But meanwhile, Starlight and Trixie continue to work on their new magic skills. And Trixie accidentally made the map on the table go away with her magic, which is not good, since the main six will need that if they get called to the map for a friendship mission. So I guess Starlight is kind of like a magic mentor to Trixie. But Starlight ended up getting pissed at Trixie that some dark red magic started coming out of Starlight. So she had to go away and bottle it up. And so once Starlight met back up with Trixie, they talked for a bit. Starlight ended up storing up more dark magic as well, which is not good. But meanwhile, the main six continue to solve the puzzle that they need to solve. However, meanwhile, in Ponyville, Starlight and Trixie still, they decide to go to 3 different ponies and find the map. I kind of don't know why they went to these 3 places, to be honest, but so then they went to some lady who sells jewels, then Granny Smith, and then as well. And I don't know why there's probably other places in Ponyville they could have searched, my opinion. But however, at one point while Starlight and Trixie were walking around Ponyville, Trixie wanted to take a look inside that bottle. However, the dark magic accidentally came out of the bottle and ended up infecting Granny Smith, Bulk Biceps, and that one pony selling all those jewels. because they had ended up walking past Bulk Biceps as well. However, meanwhile in Manhattan, Twilight and her friends finally solved the puzzle, and that's actually, or got closer, and that's actually where the first song of the season came on. I'm not gonna lie though, it's kind of cheesy, and it really had nothing to do with this episode, but I still thought it was a good one, and I love the cheery tone that it had in it compared to all the other MLP songs. So, but meanwhile, Starlight managed to get rid of the dark magic surrounding Granny and Bulk Biceps and that other one other pony. And that's where Starlight wanted to admit to Trixie that she was mad about losing that table. And I know, I mean, and I guess I was a little pissed a bit because how Trixie was kind of getting carried away. I mean, but either way, and she really needed to control her magic, but either way, she's a reformed pony, and I'm still glad about that. And so Trixie ended up making an apology to Starlight. However, Starlight also had to apologize for the dark magic she caused, and I think the title name for this episode really does make sense, and they both forgave each other, and they both decided to still be friends. And so once the main six got back, they finally managed to get the map back in the castle. So yeah, and so overall, this is my review video on My Little Pony Season 7, Episode 2, Bottled Up. I thought it was a pretty good episode. So yeah, but anyway, so this is my review video on the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Alright, thanks guys. Alright, bye.